You keep cutting out. Stop touching everything. I'm so sorry. Good morning, Haggard. I'm so sorry. I did that. I did that. I did that. Oh my god, I'm tired. Oh my god. I'm so tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. How is everybody tonight? 'Cause I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I hope everybody. I slept. Okay, so I have an issue. I have an issue. I think I sleep too much. I think. Well, I mean, I know I need. I actually do need to go to the doctor, but well, I guess I sleep when I'm home. Hi, Neil. Good morning. Bonjour. Bonjour, mes amis. I guess I don't know. I guess I feel like I just sleep all the time. But I sleep when I'm home, which I think means I'm just like a little depressed about how unclean my room is. I mean, not clean, not clean, just not organized the way I want it. I should say that. It's not working for me. Salute. Oh, it is almost time for the great election in Canada. Yeah. I watched the English language. Oh, wait. I think I already talked about that. Wait, did we talk about that? I watched the English language Canadian. Good morning, Jane. Uh debate. And one analyst said that Singh kept going after Polyev, but what he really should. Oh no. Yeah. Really smart of Trump to come out with his 51st state. I mean, really, come on now. Thank you. Thank you, Trump. It got people interested in your elections, I imagine. I imagine that would be an outcome, right? Right? Yeah, no. No, you're right, Neil. You didn't have to remove that 51st state. That's right, motherfucker. He had that nonsense. Um I what was that? Oh, yeah. So when I was watching the English language debate between the candidates in Canada, afterwards, there was some analysis, and I listened to it a little bit. Your keyboard is stuck. Damn! I love it. I love it, Neil. Are you kidding me? It must be very frustrating, though, as a newspaper man to have keyboard stuck. I would imagine that would be difficult. Good morning. Welcome to Wake and Bake. I'm Lolo. And it's called Wake and Bake with Lolo. Yeah, so I went to my appointment yesterday. I got my eyelashes. Boop boop boop. That's what I do sometimes. And oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. So where I got my lashes done, uh what channel? Oh, I was watching, oh shit. I can probably tell you. I imagine it was like CBC, but I don't know that. I wish I could. You know what, Neil? I wish I had kept the. Oh, I probably have the history though. Um. So the analyst. Yeah, yeah, totally. The analyst that was talking afterwards was saying that it was interesting that Singh would go for Polyev. Hi, gal. Where he really thought he should be going after Carney, and Carney ended up kind of not skating, but not getting the pressure that he probably should have because and I don't know if do you think it's true that there is enough of is there split between the enough of the split between NDP no, sorry. Yeah, NDP and the Liberals. Do you think there's enough of a split where that was the right strategy? Yeah, losing seats in the West. Interesting. See, I feel like that's a very. I wish I knew more, and I understand I'm learning, but I found it a very interesting analysis. And Carney kind of just didn't. He just kept I think he went mostly after Polyev, although I would have to kind of go back. My memory's not good. But I thought it was really interesting. I can imagine it would be difficult in the West because do you find that your chuds are more in the West than they are in the East as a general rule? I mean, I know that's probably hard to say because there's chuds everywhere. But it's in the West, it's NDP versus cons. I get it because the provincial liberal parties out west are minor players. Understood. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Then that makes more sense. He would want to ensure that he's calling out the conservatives on their bullshit and really go for the has got to go for everyone's sake. Yep, Jane, I understand. It might have been bad for the country if Singh went after Carney. Yeah, that makes sense. No, it all makes sense, but I was very interested in our Canadian friends and their attitudes towards that analysis or towards that debate. Yeah, there are. Oh my God, there's a lot of chuds in Quebec. Oh boy, I'm sorry. I know that, and I don't mean to shit on Quebec because I love Quebec, but there are a lot of chuds, different types of chuds. I mean, I think you have chuds everywhere. I think you have chuds in NS. I think you have chuds everywhere. But yeah, I could see where that's too bad because the West is so beautiful. Like, it's too bad it's chud country. Well, not chud country, but I don't know. I would still move into the west of Canada if I had the choice and the opportunity, just because it's so beautiful. But I understand it's a little more chudly. But maybe that's why you need more, like, dinosaurs moving. If only the dinosaurs would move. That would be great. Anyway. BC is less chud. Alberta is more chud. Ah, okay. Well, that makes total sense, right? Like, that makes total sense because British Columbia is more along the, I don't know. For some reason, us, California, Washington, Oregon, have leaned left for whatever reason. I don't know why. And I can imagine that we're following a lead from Alberta, from BC down. That we're all in the same kind of family. Yeah, Alberta is our Texas. Oh, God. Let me tell you, I know something about your Albertans. Jesus Christ. You've got some major chuds coming out of Alberta. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm going to tell you, it is watching the chuds from Canada. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not quit that. Well, Oregon, California might be is our BC. How about that? Even Quebec separatists are saying, I will have to vote Liberal because it won't help us push for French if we become the 51st state. Interesting. That's interesting. Ontario's our New York, which would also make sense. And Quebec is Europe. Yep, that actually, it makes a lot of sense. Quebec also is a little bit like Alabama. Quebec might be a little bit like Alabama. Oren, morning, I've been awake. Something is broken with me. Oh, Baba, I'm sorry. That bloody blows. Hey, Oren, I'll put you right back to sleep, honey. It's okay. Don't worry. Just turn the volume down a little low, lay down, pull the covers over your head, and I bet you, before you know it, I will have put you back to sleep. Because today is going to be just like a crazy day because I haven't planned anything. Our parties are like our middle child, a bit forgotten. Yeah, Oren, you're safe here. I don't think I'm outside smoking. Hell, well, good reminder. Thanks for the heads up. I forgot about that. Yesterday, I received a catalog advertisement. It advertised religious coins and bullets. I'll never order from them. Gods and guns never mix as much as you might try. Easily, good morning. The prairies. That's right. Hassling with my drunk neighbor. Oh my God. It's not even day. You can't even be day drunk yet. It's like 6:40. Come on now. Come on, dude. Come on. Give the day a chance. Quebec is Franco, Alabama in some areas. Franco, Alabama. And hey, no, I like all of our southern states, by the way. Okay, like I have no there are people that I know don't like the southern accents and stuff like I love it all. I love it all. So I'm there's no hate. My hate is on politics and oppressing humans. That's it. If you believe in oppressing humans and that someone is worth more than other people, I don't like you. But if you're just a southerner and you're, sometimes I don't care. I don't care. I like you because you're a person. I like humans. I like humans. Mostly. Most humans. Not all humans. Not all humans. Some I really don't like. Some I seriously don't like. Franco, Alabama. Franco, Alabama, like Fontucky. Oh my God. Have you ever driven through Fontucky in August? P.U. Oren, did your neighbor go to Washington yet? Were they going to go to Washington and fuck some shit up? When oil was discovered in Alberta in 1947, U.S. oil men rushed in. Oh, I bet. Many were Mormon and evangelists and brought their religious social viewpoints into Alberta politics, and so it remains. Oh my gosh, Neil. That's terrible. I am so sorry. Okay, can I just say this? And I do not want to offend any of my religious friends because I love you and I respect your faith. But I'm going to tell you right motherfucking now. Religion is at the cause of a tremendous amount of human suffering. Tremendous. And I don't know. I mean, the genie is out of the bottle. The Jesus is out of the bottle. But my God, I just think religion, organized religion, and I didn't think this years ago. I thought, oh, it's fine. Da, 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 da. It's incredible. It's incredible. So I'm so done. I'm so done with organized religion. I mean, be spiritual, do what you want to do, but my God, do not fucking tell anybody what they should be doing. Just don't. I don't know. It really got me angry this weekend. I don't know why. What's today? Oh, today's Thursday. This week. The U.S. evangelicals found fertile ground in Alberta as their Social Credit Party, which ran Alberta from the 1930s until 1970, was very evangelistic already. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, California does have a lot of farms. Oh, Fontana, California, a Fontucky. That's kind of funny. I once had a barking fight between my drunk brother and neighbor's dog at 4 a.m. Just got off work to come home to that. Oh, easily. Oh my God. Oh, can everybody just get along? Yeah, yeah, yeah. True religion is the cause of a lot of human suffering. Yeah, because, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like, I'm just fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. In the name of something like mystical and not even real. And I'm equal opportunity. I think all organized religions are wrong. All. Every single one. There is not one organized religion you can point to for me that would be valid in its attempts, because everything about establishing a religion is a division between people. Everything. Boy, am I angry about religion today. You have a whacking bandage. What happened, Neil? What? I take off one day and I come back and you have a hand bandage. You can't even type. Oh my God. Or in California has a lot of ranch land, actually. I mean, it's a lot of farmland, a lot of red. I went up north and into a somewhat of a farming community, or at least passed through, and it's all Republican. I mean, literally MAGA. Like, there's MAGA up in Northern California. I mean, a lot, actually. Not enough to win an election. And thank you so much, Gavin Newsom, for fucking up the Democrats. I'm never voting for Gavin Newsom again. And that's funny because I would have voted for him even despite some of his failings. But when he comes out, I cut myself. Oh, I'm sorry, Neil. You need speech to text. I dropped the Vatican YouTube channel on Discord live feed of people lining up for the Pope corpse. Yep, I've watched that. I've watched that. Oh yeah, did you have to pay that ticket, Neil? Remember that ticket you got going to get groceries? Oh, Val. Hi, Val. Don't forget to like. Mwah, mwah. Ouchie, Neil. Good morning, loungers. Yay. I'm so glad you're here. I'm always glad to see your name, Val. I low-key worry about you sometimes just because you're out there in the wild. So I'm always happy to see you pop up. Yeah, Neil, stop running with scissors. That's what it is. That feed reminded me of Eagle's Nest cameras. I know. It's like watching eagles. Yeah, you're right. Yes, Val, that TikTok is amazing. Oh, love it. Lolo, I paid up. The law is the law, and I broke the law. Neil, you're a good egg, man. That's what I love about. I love that we're just like all pretty good citizens. Actually, I fought the law, but the law won my money. Oh, I love it. Oh well, I'm sorry you had to do that, Neil. That's fuck the man. Fuck the man. That's right. I fought the law and the law won and took all my money. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the shit over here and see if there's any. I have some clips. I think I have some clips. Wait, actually, those might be all for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the return of Fucked Financial Fridays, by the way. It just isn't on the schedule yet, but I will put a placeholder for that. Because we have a lot. We have a lot of fucked financial shit. Oh, my mom watched one for my cousin's mother-in-law. Humans are weird. We can watch funerals online these days just for Rick. I know. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of good. I guess. I mean, I would want people to like, you know what? I think George died, but I think I'm just gonna watch it on TV. I'm sorry, that's not funny. But it's just saying, like, what? It's so weird. I don't know what's happening today. I didn't pay attention to the news. I'm so sorry. Oh, for family. I was cleaning a container for recycling and didn't realize there was a sharp edge. Oh, Neil, I hope you got like fucking tetanus shot or something. We can watch funerals on. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, for the family, that's actually nice. Yeah. Neil, story of my life. Is there a way to get a bruise? I will find it. She's in Ontario. It was in New Brunswick, but a bit weird anyway. Oh, Jane, yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, of course. I mean, if you're like in town and it's like your brother, and you're just like, nah, I'm just gonna watch it on TV. Anyway, my travails mean nothing compared to the fate of the world. Oh, Neil. Oh, what's one little finger cut in the light in this big crazy world? Yeah, phone it in. Phone it in. Hey, you know what? I don't know. I mean, I think it's still very moving and everything. So I'm just kidding. I've watched a funeral on video before. I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. Let's see. God, if it isn't Karen Reed, it's not online. Jesus Christ. Who isn't carrying the Karen Reed trial? Let me ask that. My God, it's all Karen Reed all the time. I haven't really followed that. I know a little bit about that case just because you can't really avoid it on YouTube, but I don't really follow. I did watch just because I was taking a nap yesterday. I had the Karen Reed trial in the background. I am just kidding. I had it on in the background and I just like fell asleep to it. So I don't really know what's happening with the Karen Reed retrial, but it certainly is everywhere. There's like literally nothing else. Okay, let's see. Let's just go through. Actually, maybe I don't know. China says U.S. should revoke all unilateral. Ugh. This trade thing, I'm telling you right now, tomorrow, we're going to have one fucked financial Friday tomorrow, let me tell you. Oh, and today the Prime Minister of Norway is coming. Oh, ha cha cha cha. When you can't be there. Absolutely. You know what? And it's probably going to be kind of the way it becomes, right? Yeah, free Karen Reed. I don't know if I don't think she did anything. I mean, I don't know. I think it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? Hi butterflies, it's good to see you too. I don't know though. I don't know enough about the case, but I tend to believe it looks like this town is really cop friendly, and so it looks like it probably. Why did they have the case in the town that? Oh my god, I'm spitting. Why did they have the case in the town that they're supposed to do it? Hi, peace, love. Why did they have the case in the town? You know, like I don't understand that. I don't really understand that. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I don't know. I would think she couldn't get really a fair trial in that town. Or, maybe even in that part of Massachusetts. Because I know Massachusetts, right? I lived there for a bit. And the cops, never mind. Those communities are so like cop town. Oh my God. It's like she's accused of killing her boyfriend. Uh, she's accused of killing her boyfriend with a car, like hitting him in a snowstorm. I think she says it's an accident, right? Does she say it's an accident? Or because she thought she hit him, I guess. But anyway, so they're trying to determine if she killed him or if he got home. He was drunk. They were both drunk. And I guess, I don't know if he came home or left the bar different from her or they left together or something. Anyway, bottom line is he was dead on the road near their house or at their house or something. And she hit him. I don't know. I'm a very bad court reporter, clearly. I clearly don't know what happened. Fuck. Sorry. But that's what I know. I mean, I think the thing is a friend's house. Oh, that's right. Okay. And she yeah, good enough. Also this, it was a cop. Her boyfriend who was killed or died was a cop. And so all these cops are really trying to get her, I guess. So the whole cop bill is working against her to get her hung for this murder or this killing or this death or whatever. Right, butterflies, I think? The cops are really against her. So that's why I'm like, whoa, which is what it's like thin blue line bullshit, basically. Their brother in arms was too drunk to, yeah. All the friends have husbands. Yes, actually, they're all like, it's like Copland. It's like Copland. It felt like that kind of thing where the cops really took over the town. Canton? No, what the name? I don't even know. Can't remember the name of the town. God damn. Anyway, I can imagine I wouldn't want to be her in that situation. Let me put that. Badge Bunny's gone bad. Exactly. Oren, that's it. Badge Bunny's gone bad. That's it. Canton. That's right. Canton, Mass. Which I think that's part of that whole like, I don't know. I just have I have some knowledge of Massachusetts politicking and so it's just really Hi Haggard. Hello, lovey love. My day was good. I got my lashes. Got my lashes done and I took a big old motherfucking nap. That's what it was. I took a big old motherfucking nap. Which I couldn't stop, and that's why I'm like, maybe it's just my surroundings, because I don't think last week I didn't take naps during the day. I was busy. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just not busy enough. I don't know. Let's see. No, Haggard is probably just tuning in. He's in our time zone. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see. Ooh, what are we doing today. Oh my God, let me show you what I got myself on Amazon. Sorry about using Amazon. I really need to figure out how to stop that. I'm very weak in that regard, and I apologize. Let's see if there's anything we can do. Oh my gosh, Ukraine, Zelensky in South Africa to meet with Ramaphosa. Interesting. So he's going down to South Africa. Interesting. One-on-one with Dan Goldman. Ooh, that's interesting. That might be good. The withdrawal. Ooh, Ezra Klein. That might be good. Oh, it's an hour. I don't want to listen to him for an hour. Russia attacked Kyiv. Kills at least 9 overnight. Massive Russian strike on Kyiv. Hold on. I'm really mad about that, too. I don't understand. I mean, oh, wait. I want to pick up the headlines, too. But hold on. Let me just... Stop. Stop. Oh. This is from the AP. Massive Russian strike on Kyiv kills at least 9 overnight. Oh, I thought it was a news report. I apologize.
А наш тільки повилітало все на світі, дивишся. А так я нічого не бачила, дивишся. Страшно.
Які можуть бути мирні переговори, якщо людина нічого не робить для того? Нічого абсолютно. От єдине, що він там на Пасху казав, що не буде обстрілювати і все. Я в це не вірю. Я чесно навіть не знаю, чим це все закінчиться. Дуже страшно. Ну я не вірю. Я вірю тільки те, що якщо от ми зможемо на полі бою зупинити, от тоді так. Ніяка дипломатія тут не працює. Можна помітити це по кучі новин, по тих загиблих, те, що відбулося в Кривому Розі, і так далі, і так далі, і так далі. Путін це просто... Не можна підібрати слів, наскільки це потвора. Ну, просто їх немає.
Right, so there it is. So there you have it. We are abandoning our friends. And we've already, we have stood by as Gaza was leveled. So we are not without sin in that regard, because Gaza has been razed and people mercilessly killed, and continue today. When are we going to stop these guys? When are we going to stop BB? When are we actually going to? When is someone? I guess it's not us anymore at all. When are we going to do something? It's like I feel like this country has this amazing chance now, after Trump, I guess. After this administration. It's not one man. It's an administration. So when do we take it back? When do we, I have to believe that out of all of this time in history, on a bigger level, that, and I know people talk about democratic cycles and things like that, like we have, like there's certain times where, I don't know, one anarchist guy on Blue Sky was talking about it. And I asked him about disinformation, and I said, doesn't disinformation have a lot to do with this particular time that we're in? And he said, that's a function of the fall of liberalism. And so I understand that that is true. So here's my thing, is I hope that this cycle then gets us to a phase or a place where we stop people who actually want to take over countries and kill people and I don't know if we get to that point. I thought we were going to. I mean, I thought we could pressure, we could pressure the Biden administration and get them to stop supporting BB. And I know that might have been a folly, but I have to believe that that's possible in a democracy. And maybe it wasn't enough. But I have to believe it had some impact on their decision making around weapon systems and other things. But of course, it wasn't enough. Of course, and it was too much. It was too much to support that. It just was. It was too much to support that, and we should never have done it. So, I don't know. The answer is you stop bombing people and you give them, or they are allowed to, or not allowed. They have the dignity of making their own determinations in their own land, and obviously those are some of those lines are drawn and have been drawn by men in the recent past. So I don't know what the answer is in that, but I'm telling you right now, the answer includes having Palestinians speak about what they want for their country, and if anything, we should lead an effort to help them rebuild. That's my dream, is that we allow them and give them the resources to rebuild, and then Israel and has to figure it out. And smarter minds with greater ownership over the outcome, I think, should be figuring out what that looks like, because it is a thorny issue. And I don't know if you set a point and then revise to that. So I don't know, but that's my dream, is that we do the right thing as a country, and we're no longer like, get rid of the CIA. I don't think we need the CIA. Like I am with some of those guys on some of that stuff, because I don't think we need it. And maybe through diplomatic missions, we were able to build more goodwill across countries. Maybe that was the way to have strength, I guess. I don't know. Or, security. I mean, I guess I guess what I hope for every country is that they have security. Like, they don't have to worry about being bombed or taken over or fucked with. That's what I hope. But I don't know. There's just, like, there always these evil or selfish, power hungry forces that are just allowed and almost looked up to. Well, are looked up to. I was reading I'm gonna pull up the New York Times. We're almost done with our New York Times subscription. Don't worry. But something flashed across my phone this morning, and yeah, I think we should talk about Ukraine today. God. Okay. Now listen. Okay, so this is what. Okay, good. Rubio is wiping out the State Department. Yes. Yeah. Um, and I think. Oh, what was it? Was I listening to? Let me see if I can find what I was listening to, because it was actually really, really good. Oh man, I hope I can find it. Shit. Shit. Na, 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 na. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, the birdies are singing. The birdies are singing. The birds are singing and having a morning. Good morning to you. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. I did not watch that much Brooks and Capehart. Come on now. I think if you pass by videos, they show in your history. Isn't that insanity? I didn't even watch those. Let's see. Is that the one? No. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I guess I didn't. I think I must have dreamt it. I think I must have dreamt it. Wait, I might be getting up to it here. La, 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 la. Ooh, I kind of wanted to watch this. Hold on. Let me just. I kind of want to watch. There's a thing with Maria Nessa. On MSNBC. Da. Hold on. Don't get mad at me. Don't be angry. I've got a lot of nonsense to go through. Okay, this might. No, I guess not. Dang it. No. Okay. Fine. Not gonna help me. Fine. All right. Well, I'm gonna do this one. This.
It's the emergency.
Oh, come on. Just fucking do it. All right. This is 8 minutes. But it's someone we at the lounge absolutely adore. Oh, you watched 2073. It was not prepared for it. I thought it was more sci-fi than reality, but nope, I cried. Oh no. Ronan Barr also wouldn't stop investigations into Bibi or spy on them, something like that. Understanding war. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Bibi tried to fire Ronan Barr, the head of Israeli intel, because he would spy on protesters. He was reinstated but resigned. That's interesting. What a weird thing. Oh, great website, Ryu. Thank you so much. I'm going to play this and then I'm going to go to some of Gal's things. I know. I passed by that movie, but I didn't watch it. Okay. Let me show you. I know it's Ari Melber. Good morning, it's Ari Melber. Here we go.
Trump has been testing an expansion of executive power, often through immigration, and he keeps losing in court. A Colorado federal judge ruling Venezuelan migrants detained there can't be transferred and must get several weeks' notice before this effort to continue to use war powers to deport people. Trump's DOJ stands accused of basically hiding information about that big controversy over the mistaken deportee. The lower court judge has been slamming the administration's willful and bad faith refusal to comply with discovery obligations. The ACLU says the government's also not complying with the Supreme Court order we've been covering to provide detainees with an opportunity to challenge deportations. The solution they want is basically more binding, tough enforcement. Two migrants also are filing that they got deportation orders after the Supreme Court said they should be halted. That could be an oversight. Sometimes that happens, or it could be basically a willful violation of a Supreme Court order.
It's
so the theme is the Trump administration testing and pushing to see how far it can go, how much it can get away with. And the due process issues are major, especially because Politico reports there is a vivid cautionary tale here, both legally and politically, if the wider public sees this as the government, the federal government under Trump abusing power to take away people's rights, something that has long been a fear on the right, as well as just how the Constitution works and saying the government can't disappear people. Other experts say the constitutional crisis is here now.
The constitutional crisis that I kept on thinking naively we would not get to is here.
The emergency is here. The crisis is now. It's not 6 months away. It's not another Supreme Court ruling from happening. It is happening now.
The administration said, we're just not going to bring him back. Well, that is the very essence of a constitutional crisis.
Do you think that the country is currently in a constitutional crisis?
Oh, yes, we are.
This is the emergency. Like it or not, it's here.
I'm Ezra Klein.
It's the emergency. Supreme Court orders being all but flouted, or, according to some, flouted.
I want music like that.
That will become part of the
Damn
problem.
it.
If we are there, what do we learn from? Because we're certainly not the first country to face this kind of slide away from democracy. Well, there's a renowned journalist, Maria Ressa, who's actually spent her career as a journalist and then ultimately as a kind of defendant dissident, reporting on the Philippine President Duterte's regime. She faced the retaliation that has still been darkly warned but not quite happened against American journalists. She was prosecuted for something they called cyber libel. She has also won in most of the legal skirmishes against her. Her commitment on these issues earned her the Nobel Peace Prize in 2021. We're not just talking activism or journalism.
She
or
loves the
truth to
lounge.
power in the abstract. We're talking about someone
Just saying.
who fought, risked everything, and according to many, won. You faced a repressive leader who posted online on social media, oh, they should arrest you, and made it a hashtag, and it's trending. And initially, you say people didn't know how seriously to take that. 2 years later, you were arrested by that government for what many would call journalism.
Yeah. It was, I think this is what Americans, most people on social media don't get. This is a behavior modification system. In that one, they trended hashtag arrest Maria Ressa in 2017. Right? And when that comes, I was getting an average of 90 hate messages per hour. So this isn't just fertilizer getting ready for the arrest 2 years later. It was also a way to tear down credibility. You're seeing all of these things happening now here in the United States. And then when I was arrested, I was in shock, but it was a wake-up call. But simultaneously, it almost feels like people thought, well, maybe. And that's the seed of the doubt that you need to actually fight.
We have a sitting president who is term limited. There is no constitutional legal way for any president to serve a third term. With everything going on, and he's got his hands full with his own trade war, he says publicly he wants a third term. He's not joking. He will hold on to power, he says, past 2029. And a lot of elites in this society, some people are just busy trying to make a living, as I point out, but a lot of elites and others say, he's just saying that. It's a negotiating position. Is there a risk in not taking a repressive leader seriously when they tell you they're being serious?
I don't know how much more evidence you want in terms of vindictiveness and action, right? If you don't take it seriously, when you're facing an instance like today, you wind up losing your rights every step of the way. The way democracy shifts is it doesn't happen all in one chunk. There isn't a red line where, is it democracy? Is it not democracy? You just get weaker over time. And if you don't act while you're still strong enough to protect your rights, then you've voluntarily given up your rights. And these are all stages. And look at what the Philippines is America's former colony. You know, I joke all the time to say we spent 300 years in a convent and 50 years in Hollywood. We have a constitution like the United States, 3 co-equal branches of government. The exact same thing happened with Rodrigo Duterte that is happening here. Very strong executive, legislature that he essentially, the 3 C's, he co-opted this. Corrupt, coerce, co-opt. And because there was no check and balance, then he also was able to consolidate the judiciary. This is why I had 10 criminal charges against me in a little over a year. But then what happened was that the rights that were violated during that time period, first rule of law goes, right? So media attacks first, media capture, from social media to media capture, to academic capture, to NGO capture, to state capture. Duterte crushed our institutions within 6 months of taking office, and the United States, this administration is moving faster.
Faster than Duterte, in your view?
Faster than even I thought.
What is the lesson in the pushback? Because at some point, things got so extreme that, how did you start to win?
Communities, people who were afraid. So the difference between the United States and the Philippines is that we had a brutal drug war that human rights groups said killed, by December 2018, 27,000 people. The police admitted to 7,000 people, but regardless of the number, right? So there was this, the fear was violence, which, you know, I worry again about America. But beyond that, here the fear seems to be money. The fear seems to be us against
But
them.
was there a turning point? You're facing these charges on the one hand, and then on the other hand, you're internationally recognized, and that regime ultimately crumbles.
Actually, no. I feel, until today, I have 2 criminal charges left, and I have to ask the Philippine Supreme Court for approval to travel. When you lose your rights, it doesn't come back to you automatically.
Oh my God. I love that. I hate it, but I love it. God, she's amazing. It's so amazing. It's also amazing that we ended up watching. It's so weird how things come into our lives. What was it, Oren? Was it you who recommended her documentary? I can't recall who recommended that. She is so incredible. She is such I just want to smoke weed with her. I just want to hang out with her. That was such a great and brilliant recommendation, Oren. Thank you so much. Because it just really reintroduced her and brought me up to date, certainly, with her story. And I woefully was behind. That was a great documentary. Good morning, Lee, my darling. I meant to say hello when you came in. Hi, Oomph. Hi, Teresa. Wow. I mean, really. And if Ezra Klein's background music doesn't tell you we're in trouble, boy, I don't know what would. I mean, I love smart people. You know what I love about smart people is when smart people don't prove all the time that they're the smartest people. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I have a problem with that. Aw, Lee, I love you. I love you. I'm glad I showed it too. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you brought it to the lounge. I mean, really, one of the best things we've watched, really. Yeah. Where can I watch it? Oh, let me find it. Hold on. Holdy Ani. A thousand cuts. Ah, where is it? I think let me get the website. Hold on. Oh, it's a Frontline documentary. That's right. I forgot. God, I didn't even remember that. But here we go. I'll put the link in from PBS. Hold on. Holdy Ani. It's a Frontline. Yeah. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna help it out. I'm gonna send the link to you. Oops. Fuck. Oh, it's so good, butterflies. Yeah, 1,000 cuts. It's so good. I would watch it again. I would watch it again. Oh my God, butterflies, you need to know. This woman is just the fucking hero. Like, to me, she's like, I don't know, that I definitely look up to her so strongly. Oh, that's true. The Frontline YouTube channel. Absolutely. You're right. You can probably find it from there. But this link also might give you a little bit of information. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so good. So good. I mean, it's exciting. It's informative. It's beautifully shot. Oh my God. Beautifully shot documentary. Beautifully shot. And it just, like, I follow her team now, Rappler. I love everything about this woman. And we thanked her online after we watched her documentary, and she frickin' said, "You're welcome." So she loves the loungers. So we actually got a live comment from Maria Ressa. So honored to even breathe the same air. God damn. I don't know. Like, that's legit. That's legit. Yeah, and now he's in The Hague because of her. Really. I mean, fuck, man. That's fuck. It was so cool when she commented, I know. But that's cool. That's cool. Far left, Harvard is a threat to democracy. Well, you know what? Maybe they are. Maybe Harvard should close. No, I'm just kidding. snotty university. No, I don't think Harvard should close. I think Harvard's fine. I mean, I think I know some people who work at Harvard that I do like, and I know some people who work at Harvard that I don't like. So that's where my feelings around Harvard are coming from. Plus, GB! Thank you. So good to see you, my friend. Who doesn't love the loungers? Oh, it's such a lovable group. There's always some jealous fools out there. Maria Ressa exposed how Duterte used Facebook to manipulate. Oh my God, Carla, I'm so glad you're here. FDA no longer updating drug safety databases. Well, I don't know. Yeah. So we're totally, yeah. May he meet Jack Smith. Oh my God, wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't it be wonderful if Jack Smith ultimately tried the ICC case against Dump and Stephen Miller and Pam Bondi? Oh, I know, I saw that, Max. What is wrong, Kanye? Just you have enough money to get some really good therapy. Oh my God, there's a lot going on there. Yeah, so powerful. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Wouldn't that be amazing? I would love that. Pam Bondi having to sit there with her Amazon wig, and not the good ones, okay? Because I buy Amazon hair. I love Amazon hair. But I don't know. She has more money than I do. I don't know why she wouldn't buy her stuff from other places. Anyway, enough about Pam Bondi's extensions. Now do I want to do this? No, I don't want to do that. I was going to say that New York Times has pissed me off this morning when I got up because they had this poll saying that Timu wig. FDA and milk something. Yeah, exactly. Something about FDA and milk. What was I going to say? Okay, it doesn't really matter. I can't remember. Oh, it was the New York Times. Anyway, the New York Times sent me a thing saying, "Oh, Trump's approval rating is at 45%. It's really taken a hit." And I'm like, 40 or 43%. I'm like, 43%? Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Oh, actually, yeah, Max, I want to go over the EO because I didn't see that. T. Neil Carly, face a trivia board tribunal. That's right. That's right. He's a member. He's like what are you wait. What do they call those? Like not emeritus, but like ex officio. Ex officio. He's an ex officio member of the trivia board. Yeah, ex officio. That's it. That's what I meant. No, not emeritus. You and I can't be emerituses. We're like employees, GP. We can't be emerituses, but we could be ex officio. But I'll never retire. Oh, Clump to mark first 100 days with Michigan rally. Yeah, you're an informant. You're an informant. They really appreciate that about you. They do. They do. You've been a loyal follower of the trivia board. Okay. I just wanted to go over some of the headlines. Oh, but wait a minute. I wanted to see something else. Wait, there was one thing you guys said that I wanted to look up. What the hell? Oh, the EOs. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Well, let me do this and then I'll go to them. Anyway, Trump administration live updates. President calls on Putin to stop. 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 Russian strikes on Ukraine. Stop. 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 All right. President Dump said he was not happy with the latest Russian strikes on the Ukrainian capital, the deadliest attack on Kyiv in nearly a year. Vladimir, stop! Mr. Dump said in a post on social media. What, don't you have a phone that connects to him? This KFAB. On Wednesday, the administration pressured Ukraine to accept a deal where they basically give up Crimea and a bunch of other land and probably mineral rights. And so wisely, Zelensky told them to go screw. And now Zelensky was meeting in South Africa with other leaders. So Zelensky is not, he is doing the job of trying to save his country. Okay. Oh my God, Defense Secretary. Okay, he loves Signal. This guy loves his Signal. Defense Secretary Pete Poop Hands, Pig's Breath, is said to have had the consumer messaging app Signal set up on a computer in his office at the Pentagon so that he could send and receive instant messages in a space where personal cell phones are not permitted. Hi, Muskie. How are you doing? Mr. Pig's Breath has faced deep criticism for using the app to share sensitive military information in group chats. Tariff fight. We're going to talk about fuck Financial Fridays. Fuck Financial Fridays are coming tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to do that. A dozen states, most of them led by Democrats, whoop whoop, sued Dump over his tariffs on Wednesday, arguing that he has no power to arbitrarily impose them. And has he even imposed anything? I mean, this is oh my God, talk about the emperor's new clothes. You know, I'm just waiting for someone to say, okay, he's naked. That he has no power to arbitrarily blah, blah, blah. A White House spokesman called the lawsuit a witch hunt by Democrats. Again, we're going to go there again. Wow, these guys, you know what? I'm going to, hats off. Hats off, Republicans. You really, really, really got yourself a dedicated messaging system. I am absolutely flabbergasted at how effective this has been. And while I understand everything is cyclical and nobody's in control of anything, I also will die on my petard for the fact that disinformation and the ability of one segment of our political system to manipulate how facts are reported and shared or not is just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. It feels surreal. It feels surreal. It's not, obviously. It's very real, but my goodness. I just can't believe we keep falling for this. I don't know. I don't know how it stops. I don't know if it stops. I don't know. I have to believe that, cycles are cycles, right? Like bell curves are bell curves, all that kind of shit. What goes down must come up. I don't know. President Dump, reacting to Russia's deadly attack on Kyiv, made an unusually personal plea to President Vladimirovich Putin of Russia on social media, urging him to halt his bombing campaign. Not necessary. And very bad timing. What does that mean? What does that mean? Stop. 5,000 soldiers a week are dying. Now, Tuesday, it was 2,500. Let's get the peace deal done. The strikes came a day after the administration threatened to abandon peace talks if Ukraine does not accept a U.S. peace proposal that heavily favors Russia. No shit. Why don't you tell us what it was? Come on. This is the New York Times, New York fucking Times. Are they going to actually report on what was in the peace deal? Because I've heard things like, oh, well, it's it's like allowing Crimea to remain in Russian occupation. I think it probably, although no one has specified, I've heard loudly said, which other parts of Ukraine would be ceded to Russia. And then I haven't heard anything about mineral rights or any of that kind of stuff. And is there some kind of tariff bullshit in there too? I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, this is like the Walmart of administrations. You know, you can get everything here. Just go to one super Walmart. Oh my God. Beautiful young dead soldiers. Though they are getting older. Yes, it looks like they're getting a little bit older. They're not children anymore. Okay. Mm. Well, Kristi Noem's handbag was snatched from beneath her chair, a Homeland Security spokeswoman said. Oh, Crispy, what's going on? What happened? What the hell are you putting your... who puts their purse on the floor? Puts their purse on the floor of a restaurant? What the hell? You know what happens down there? Crispy? How'd they get away with it? She could feel this person as they snatched her bag, but thought they were her grandchildren playing until realizing a minute later that her bag was gone. Her bag was under her feet, and the perpetrator hooked the bag with his foot and dragged it across the floor and put a coat over and took it. Wow. Well, you know what? Talk about keeping that homeland secure. Am I right? She can't even keep her fucking handbag secure under her ass. Her puss was snatched. That's right. Her purse. Her purse. I got that now. Oh. Take her to the gravel pit. I agree. Yeah, and I want to go to the EOs, yes, also, so I just don't want to forget. Gravel pit. Weird. You're weirdos. What a bunch of weirdos. A group of Jewish Democrats in the Senate demanded detailed answers. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Chuck. Harvard University asked a federal judge to fast track its lawsuit against the Dump administration, saying it's freeze on $2.2 billion of its funding, and that's like research funding. Okay, people, it's not like they go to the Hamptons with it or fucking Martha's Vineyard with it. Okay, or maybe they do, but I'm just saying it's for like researchers and shit. Yeah, she thought it was Corey. She thought it was Corey Lewandowski and didn't mind the foot up her ass. Just saying. I'm just saying. I know, Carla. It's fine. It's fine. You're safe here. Not that I'm standing up for Harvard, because nobody needs to stand up for, people do need to stand up for Harvard, I guess, but, I don't need to stand up for Harvard. Or any university that has billions of dollars of endowment and the ability to create that wealth too, with their donor base. So, excuse me if I don't think that's the most, it is actually a very key part of this entire takedown is taking down universities. And that is definitely part of the plan. So it is nefarious and it is wrong and it is something that needs to be fought against. I just yes, and the human rights abuses that are currently happening and people who are scared to live their lives. That to me is an urgency that is also maybe a little more urgent, maybe. But it's all important. Okay, so let's go to, I want to see let's go to Blue Skies. I am not singing in tune these days. Something's wrong. I won't try. Universities in Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union thought giving in to government demands would save their independence. They were wrong. Here we go. Oh, this looks good. Perfect timing. We're so good, gal. Aren't we good? We're so good. What the hell? We're amazing. Central American prison camps, penal colonies. I mean, we were worried about network states, but what we should have been worried about were penal colonies. Many American universities, widely seen globally as beacons of academic integrity and free speech, are giving in to demands from the Trump administration, which has been targeting academia since it took office. You are glad I explained puss snatching. Well, if you say it just right. In one of his first acts, Dump branded diversity, equity, and inclusion programs as discriminatory because white supremacy. His administration also launched federal investigations into more than 50 universities. That's 50. From smaller regional schools such as Grand Valley State University in Michigan and the New England College of Optometry in Massachusetts to elite private universities such as Harvard and Yale. Trump ramped up the pressure by threatening university research funding and targeting specific schools. In one example, the Trump administration revoked $400 million in grants to Columbia University over its alleged failures to curb anti-Semitic harassment on campus. The school later agreed to most of Trump's demands, from tightening student protest policies to placing an entire academic department under administrative oversight, though the funding remains frozen. Oops. Cornell, Northwestern, Princeton, Brown, and the University of Pennsylvania have also recently had grants frozen. Harvard was sent a list of demands in order to keep $9 billion in federal funding. Now, across the United States, many universities are trying to avoid being Trump's next target. Administrators are dismantling DEI initiatives, closing and rebranding offices, eliminating positions, revising training programs, and sanitizing diversity statements, while professors are preemptively self-censoring. Not all institutions are complying. Some schools, such as Wesleyan, have refused to abandon their diversity principles, and organizations including the American Association of University Professors have filed lawsuits challenging Trump's executive orders, arguing they violate academic freedom and the First Amendment. But these remain exceptions as the broader trend leans toward institutional caution and retreat. As a scholar of comparative and international education, I study how academic institutions respond to authoritarian pressure across political systems, cultural contexts, and historical moments. While some universities may believe that compliance with the administration will protect their funding and independence, a few historical parallels suggest otherwise. German universities, a lesson. In the 1975 book, The Abuse of Learning, The Failure of German Universities, historian Friedrich Lilge chronicles how German universities, which entered the 20th century in a golden age of global intellectual influence, did not resist the Nazi regime, but instead adapted to it. Even before seizing national power in 1933, the Nazi Party was closely monitoring German universities through nationalist student groups and sympathetic faculty, flagging professors deemed politically unreliable, particularly Jews, Marxists, liberals, and pacifists. After Hitler took office in 1933, his regime moved swiftly to purge academic institutions of Jews and political opponents. The 1933 law for the restoration of the professional civil service mandated the firing of Jewish and other non-Aryan professors and members of the faculty deemed politically suspect. Soon after, professors were required to swear loyalty to Hitler. Curricula were overhauled to emphasize national defense and racial science, a pseudoscientific framework used to justify anti-Semitism and Aryan supremacy, and entire departments were restructured to serve Nazi ideology. Some institutions, such as the Technische Hochschule Stuttgart, even rushed to honor Hitler with an honorary doctorate within weeks of his rise to power. He declined the offer, though the gesture signaled the university's eagerness to align with the regime. Professional associations, such as the Association of German Universities, stayed silent, ignoring key opportunities to resist before universities lost their autonomy and became subservient to the Nazi state. As linguist Max Weinreich wrote in his 1999 book, Hitler's Professors, many academics didn't just comply, they enabled the regime by reshaping their research. This legitimized state doctrine, helping build the intellectual framework of the regime. A few academics resisted and were dismissed, exiled, or executed. Most did not. The transformation of German academia was not a slow drift, but a swift and systemic overhaul. But what made Hitler's orders stick was the eagerness of many academic leaders to comply, justify, and normalize the new order. Each decision, each erased name, each revised syllabus, each closed program and department was framed as necessary, even patriotic. Within a few years, German universities no longer served knowledge, they served power. It would take more than a decade after the war for denazification, reinvestment, and international reintegration for West German universities to begin regaining their intellectual standing and academic credibility. The USSR and fascist Italy suffer similar fate. Other countries that have fallen under authoritarian regimes followed similar trajectories. In fascist Italy, the shift began not with violence, but with a signature. In 1931, the Mussolini regime required all university professors to swear an oath of loyalty to the state. Out of more than 1,200, only 12 refused. Many justified their compliance by insisting the oath had no bearing on their teaching or research, but by publicly affirming loyalty and offering no organized resistance, the academic community signaled its willingness to accommodate the regime. This lack of opposition allowed the fascist government to tighten control over universities and use them to advance its ideological agenda. In the Soviet Union, this control was not limited to symbolic gestures. It reshaped the entire academic system. After the Russian Revolution in 1917, the Bolsheviks oscillated between wanting to abolish universities as feudal relics and repurposing them to serve a socialist state, as historians John Connolly and Michael Gutner explain in their book, Universities Under Dictatorship. Ultimately, they chose the latter, remaking universities as instruments of ideological education and technical training, tightly aligned with Marxist-Leninist goals. Under Joseph Stalin, academic survival depended less on scholarly merit than on conformity to official doctrine. Dissenting scholars were purged or exiled, history was rewritten to glorify the Communist Party, and entire disciplines such as genetics were reshaped to fit political orthodoxy. This model was exported across Europe, or across Eastern and Central Europe. I am not smarter than the average reader. Okay. That was shocking. It is a good article. This model was exported across Eastern and Central Europe during the Cold War. In East Germany, Czechoslovakia, and Poland, ministries dictated curricula, Marxism-Leninism became mandatory across disciplines, and admissions were re-engineered to favor students from loyalist backgrounds. In some contexts, adherence to older intellectual traditions pushed back, especially in Poland, where resistance slowed, though could not prevent the imposition of ideological control. By the early 1950s, universities across the region had become what Connolly calls captive institutions, stripped of independence and recast to serve the state. A more recent example is Turkey, where, following the failed 2016 coup, more than 6,000 academics were dismissed, universities were shuttered, and research deemed subversive was banned. History's warning. The Trump administration's early and direct intervention into higher education governance echoes historical attempts to bring universities under state influence or control, and has been served up by Curtis Yarvin, a la the Butterfly Revolution. Take down the universities. Let's check in with chat. Here we go. What did I miss? Hi, Carrie. How are you, darling? Yes, Jane, forgot. Okay. In an unrelated matter, does anyone want to buy a used MAGA rhinestone wallet case with phone that says Crunchy Gnome has a flask of Bacardi 151? And a car wash coupon. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Oh my gosh. Wait, Carrie, just in case anyone is confused by what's going on right now, I missed what you said in reference to that. I want to make sure I said hello to Muskie. How are you, darling? Let's see. Did I miss it? Oh, Carrie, if I missed something, let me know. My Jim Nalgren, how you doing? My wife is a professor at a medical school. Every time I go visit her, I see all the students full of energy and having fun. I want to go back and to that time in my life. Oh, that's nice. I imagine that would really be joyful to be with students. That's nice. Thanks, Jim, for sharing that. All right, let's get back to less pleasant topics. The administration says it's doing so to eradicate discriminatory, in quotes, DEI policies and fight what it sees as anti Semitism on college campuses. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Thank you. But by withholding federal funding, the administration is also trying to force universities into ideological conformity by dictating whose knowledge counts, but also whose presence and perspectives are permissible on campus. Columbia's reaction to Trump's demands sent a clear message. Resistance is risky, but compliance may be rewarded, though the $400 million has yet to be restored. The speed and scope of its concessions set a precedent, signaling to other universities that avoiding political fallout now may mean rewriting policies, reshaping departments, and retreating from controversy, perhaps before anyone even asks. The Trump administration has already moved on to other universities, including the University of Pennsylvania over its transgender policies, Princeton for its climate programs, and Harvard over alleged anti-Semitism. The question is, which school is next? The Department of Education, Betsy DeVos, or no, the other one. She looks like Betsy DeVos. Wait, they all look alike. Linda McMahon. Fuck, and she even has like 3 syllables in her name too. Jesus, is that what's required? Wow. A fake Chanel suit and that? Okay, cool. Anyway, sorry, Linda McMahon. She's the bitch. Department of Education has launched investigations into over 50 institutions accusing them of using, quote, racial preferences and stereotypes in education programs and activities. How these institutions choose to respond may determine whether higher education remains a space for open inquiry. The pressure to conform is not just financial, it's also cultural. Faculty at some institutions are being advised not to use DEI in emails and public communication, with warnings to not be a target. Academics are removing pronouns from their email signatures and asking their students to comply too. I've been on the receiving end of those warnings, and so have my counterparts at other institutions. And students on visas are being warned not to travel outside the U.S. after several were deported or denied re-entry due to alleged involvement in protests, which is legal, by the way. Being involved in protests is legal. That's it. Meanwhile, people inside and outside academia are combing websites, syllabi, presentations, and public writings in search of what they consider ideological infractions. Oh my God. This type of peer surveillance can reward silence, incentivize erasure, and turn institutions against their own. When universities start regulating not just what they say, but what they teach, support, and stand for, driven by fear rather than principle, they are no longer just reacting to political threats, they are internalizing them. And as history has shown, that may mark the beginning of the end of their academic independence. Ooh, that's big. That's big. That's very big. Thank you, Gal, for sharing that. Ugh. So yeah, actually, scratch what I said. Everything's urgent. Everything matters. Everything's urgent. Everything. That's it. Yeah, Max Flower. No training or experience in education is the requirement. Yeah. Although the 3-syllable name and the fake Chanel suit and that kind of weird, ash blonde kind of bullshit, like, well, I don't have ash blonde, but you know what I mean. I'd insult myself for that one. I want to show this other website that Gal shared. Oh, yeah, the Institute for the Study of War. That's a very good website. But this is the other website that was shared in chat. Oops. Oh, you don't see it. euvsdisinfo.eu. It's EU versus disinfo is the name of the website. Oh, wow. 18,875 disinformation cases collected and debunked. Oh my gosh, this is so good. All by region. The myth that won't die, blaming NATO for Russia's war. Oh, this is so good. What's FIMI? Oh, foreign information manipulation and interference. Navigating the professional terminology and jargon of FIMI, foreign information manipulation and interference. Oh, that's really good. Hi, Kim. How you doing? We were just reading some stuff. We might have to rewrite urgent. Ooh, that's a good one. Urgent. Urgent. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I wanted to show you guys what I got. Oh my God. That's right. Okay, hold on. Wait. I'm going to take this off screen for a minute because I want to see if there's anything. I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss a thing. And I thought, oh no, it's 8 o'clock. Okay. I thought it was 9 o'clock. Oh, boy, if it isn't Karen Reed, it isn't happening. Oh God, there's a Department of State briefing later on. I'll probably come back for that. In fact, I will. Let me just make sure there's nothing. Oh, you know what? I might come back too for the I might come back earlier for the see me, feel me, touch me, feel me. I love that song. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let's see what's here. Oh, I know. I have some stuff. Do I know? That's for tomorrow. I have so much for tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Wait. I kind of want to watch. Oh, I have so much. Oh, tomorrow's going to be such a long show. It's going to be so long. I can't even do it. Fafo, fomo, fimi, bogo, bolo, YOLO. Lo. I love it. I love it. China had 10.9 million university graduates in 2024, more than double all levels of higher education in the U.S. 90% went straight to employment. Whoop. That's amazing. I mean, they do have amazing, I don't know. Maybe YOLO instead of BOGO for him. Oh, yeah. Fafo, FOMO, FEME, YOLO. Fafo, FOMO, FEME, YOLO. I love it. There you go. That works. Boop, boop. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do actually is come back at 10 a.m., which is 1 p.m. Eastern for those in the States or in Canada. So I'll come back at 10, and then we have a couple things. We've got whatever I just said was happening at 10. I can't remember. I'm a little high. Oh, yeah. Wait. Not that. The other thing. Anyway, I'll come back at 10. And GP ended this stream. And then we'll just do stuff. We'll do stuff. You know what they say? I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Womp, womp, womp. You get one of those, Jim. I'll give you that. You work hard for the money. You know that? You're a hardworking comic. Have you ever done stand-up, Jim? Have you ever just done stand-up kind of stuff? That would be you. I bet you would be good at it. Rosemary Kennedy, say that. No, Pete Pig's Breath. Yeah, that's who said it. Although he has both. Twofer. You get a twofer today. That's right. Yeah, I'll come back at 10. We'll do shit. Shit will be done. And then, blah, blah, blah. Blicka, blah, blah, blah. Bric-a-brac. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, I wanted to show you what I got. Oh, there's a kitty laying here. I wish you could see it. It's not expensive. I'll just show you. But I got one of these. So I can sing into it. So I'm really excited. It's very inspiring. Very inspiring to me. All right, my loves. Thank you so much for spending a little time of your morning with me. I really appreciate it. I really, 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 really do. It was not a badly designed lamp. You put your microphone in there and then you... That's what you do. Yeah, it had to be pigs. Pig's breath. That's right, Val. All right. I'll see you guys later. Watch for the blur, 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 blur. Okay. I love you. Have a great morning. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, the hairdryer portable Iron Maiden. Yeah, it's foamy. It's like a soft Iron Maiden, right? Like a soft Iron Maiden. Ciao, Bella. I love you, GP. Take care, my friend. All right, friends. Love you.